Well, good afternoon, students. In this lecture 3, what we have to cover, why non-cooperation, and after that, the term Swaraj, its meaning, and the movement in town, in rural areas, in Swaraj in plantations, about a personality, the story of Alluri Sitaraman Raju. So all these things we will try to discuss in this lecture. So let's start with this. Why non-cooperation? A question arises, why non-cooperation? Why Mahatma Gandhi did opt this particular kind of experiment? That was the experiment. In these days, especially to the science students, I would like to say that what do you try to discover things. Whenever you study science, you go for the experiment. In the same way, Mahatma Gandhi also tried to come up with two important equipments, two important tools, two important weapons, the powerful weapon of truth and non-violence. He experimented. The problem in front of him was the British, the colonial government, and the anti-colonial movement could be led by these two weapons of truth and non-violence. So, in this way, he tried to come with non-cooperation. He always believed that we have cooperated with the British. That is why British invaded and formed a colony there in India, out there in India. Here, in his famous book Hind Swaraj, Mahatma Gandhi had declared that British rule was established in India with the cooperation of Indians. British rule was established in India with the cooperation of Indians only. He believed that the British rule had survived so far only because of cooperation. We need a non-cooperation kind of thing. If Indians refused to cooperate, British rule in India would collapse and then Swaraj would come. Okay. So according to Gandhiji, it should begin with the boycott of civil services. According to Gandhiji, we should boycott civil services, we should boycott army, police, we could boycott courts and foreign goods, even government schools and colleges. We should boycott all these things. So according to Gandhiji, it should begin with the boycott of civil services, army, police, courts and foreign goods. Then in 1920, Mahatma Gandhi and Shaukat Ali toured through the entire country. And finally, the Congress session at Nagpur in 1920, keep in mind, 1920, non-cooperation program was adopted. Here, differing strands within the movement. One by one, we will try to discuss it. The non-cooperation Khilafat movement begins in January 1921. In January 1921, the non-cooperation Khilafat movement begins. Various social groups participated in it. Various social groups participated in this non-cooperation movement. The term Swaraj meant different things to different people. Here come, and the term Swaraj meant different things to different people. Like the movements in the town, the movements in the rural areas, and Swaraj in the plantations. So this non-cooperation movement and the concept of Swaraj was accepted by these people in different way. According to the people who are living in town or urban areas, the meaning of Swaraj was different. According to the people who are living in rural areas, the meaning of Swaraj was different. And according to the people who are involved in plantations, like tea plantations, tea garden, the meaning of Swaraj was different. So one by one we will try to see how it differs. Thousands of students left government schools and colleges in town area or in urban areas, what happened? Thousands of students left government schools and colleges. Lawyers gave up legal practices. They, opposed foreign clothes. Foreign clothes were burnt. These things were happening in the town area, in the urban areas. What were happening in rural areas? In rural areas, peasants and tribals protested against British. In rural areas, peasants and tribals protested against British. Here, tribals, one more important thing is that tribals also, take part in the movement. Why? Because tribals were attached to the forests. We have studied in standard 9th also how tribals were attached to the forest. They were dependent on it. But British want to collect revenue from forest as well. That is why British had implemented forest rules, Forest Act. They brought Forest Act even. So in this way, the life of tribals also gets deteriorated. That is why they also took part in the movement. So the movement was against landlords in rural areas. We are in rural areas. So they were demanding high rents from the peasants. High rents from the peasants, so they protested against it. In 1920, what happened? Jawaharlal Nehru visited many Awadh villages and tried to understand their problems, tried to understand the problems as well. So here there is a story of Alluri Sitaram Raju. There was one famous person, Sitaram Raju, which is there in your syllabus. So he claimed that, Alluri Sitaram Raju claimed that he had a variety of special powers. We have to study about this. That is why we are discussing. He claimed that he had a variety of special powers given by the God. Like he could make correct astrological predictions. He thought that he could make correct astrological predictions. Astrological predictions related to the movement of the earth and sun and all, etc. He could heal people. Okay. And Raju talked of the greatness of Mahatma Gandhi. He always talked of the greatness of Mahatma Gandhi. That Mahatma Gandhi is a great person and he has brought some important changes. He is doing good work. So Raju was always talking about the greatness of Mahatma Gandhi. But one thing he said India could get freedom only by the use of force, not by non-violence. According to Raju, according to Alluri Sitaraman Raju, India could get freedom only by the use of force, not by non-violence. Raju was later executed. Raju was later captured and executed in 1924. So now come to the third point, Swaraj in the plantations. Swaraj in the plantations. In the plantations, the tea in the gardens and in the tea plantations, what happens? According to the people, the Swaraj was having a different meaning because in the beginning, they were not allowed to go out of the garden and not allowed to come into the garden according to their wish. That is why Swaraj meant a different thing for these people. Freely, if they are freely allowed to go and come inside the garden, that would be the meaning of Swaraj for them. That would be the Swaraj for them. That would be the freedom for them. Not in the context of the country. According to the people inside the gardens, if they are allowed to go and come freely inside the garden, that would be the Swaraj for them. Okay? So for these three kind of persons, the meaning of Swaraj was in this way, having a different, the meaning of Swaraj was different. So again, we should conclude this topic as why non-cooperation? Non-cooperation ही क्यों? Non-cooperation क्यों ऑप्ट किया गया? महात्मा गांधी ने जो हिंद स्वराज बुक में लिखा था कि ब्रिटिश रूल इसीलिए इस्टेब्लिश हो पाया है इंडिया में क्योंकि यहाँ पे इंडियंस ने उनको कोऑपरेट किया है। अगर इंडियंस उनको कोऑपरेट नहीं करेंगे तो ब्रिटिश यहाँ सरवाइव नहीं कर सकता। इस तरह से इफ इंडियंस रिफ्यूज टू कोऑपरेट, ब्रिटिश रूल इन इंडिया वुड कोलैप्स। ब्रिटिश रूल खत्म हो जाएगा, वो यहाँ सरवाइव नहीं कर पाएगा अगर कोऑपरेट करना बंद कर देंगे इंडियन। तो इसलिए हम लोगों को नॉन कोऑपरेशन मूवमेंट लेना चाहिए। और इसके लिए उन्होंने जो 2 वेपन्स बताए थे कि हम हथियार के तौर पे यूज करेंगे, ये सत्य और एक अहिंसा, दैट इज ट्रूथ एंड नॉन वायलेंस। सो अकॉर्डिंग टू गांधी जी, इट शुड बिगिन विद द बॉयकॉट ऑफ, गांधी जी के अनुसार से बॉयकॉट करना होगा हम लोगों को सिविल सर्विसेज का, आर्मी का, पुलिस का, कोर्ट्स का, गवर्नमेंट स्कूल्स कॉलेजेस का, फॉरेन गुड्स, ये सब का बॉयकॉट करना होगा। 1920 में महात्मा गांधी और शौकत अली पूरी कंट्री का टूर करते हैं और इस तरह से 1920 में नॉन कोऑपरेशन प्रोग्राम और मूवमेंट जो है वो अडॉप्ट किया जाता है। एक अलग अलग डिफरिंग स्ट्रेंथ्स है यहाँ पे। देखिए, यहाँ हम लोगों को ये देखना होगा कि स्वराज टर्म जो है दैट इज स्वतंत्रता, फ्रीडम, इंडिपेंडेंट कंट्री, ये जो टर्म आ रहा है बार बार, ये 3-4 टर्म सब एक ही जिसका मीनिंग है वो अलग अलग लोगों के लिए अलग अलग मीनिंग था। जैसे कि जो अर्बन एरियाज़ में रह रहे हैं उनके लिए उसका स्वराज का अलग मतलब था, जो रूरल एरियाज़ में रह रहे हैं स्वराज का उनके लिए अलग मतलब था, और जो प्लांटेशंस में वर्कर्स काम कर रहे हैं उनके लिए स्वराज का अलग मतलब था। जो अर्बन एरियाज़ में रह रहे हैं उनके लिए स्वराज का अलग मीनिंग इस तरह से था कि हम लोग जो है अगर स्कूल्स कॉलेजेस को छोड़ दें, लॉयर्स अगर लीगल प्रैक्टिसेस करना छोड़ दें, फॉरेन क्लोथ्स उसको हम लोग जला दें, बॉयकॉट करें ये सब चीज़ों का, तो इस तरह से हम लोग स्वराज ला सकते हैं। फिर रूरल एरियाज़ में जो पेजेंट्स और ट्राइबल्स थे, ट्राइबल्स भी यहाँ इम्पॉर्टेंट है। ट्राइबल्स जो फॉरेस्ट में रहते थे वो उसी पे डिपेंडेंट थे, उस पर भी फॉरेस्ट एक्ट, फॉरेस्ट रूल लगा दिया था ब्रिटिश ने। तो पेजेंट्स और ट्राइबल्स का अपना मीनिंग था स्वराज का कि हम लोगों को ये सब फ्रीडम दो, तो इसका मतलब है कि हम अगर मिल जाता है ये सब तो हम लोग जो है फ्री हो जाएंगे, स्वराज हम लोगों के लिए आ जाएगा, इंडिपेंडेंट हम लोग फ्री हो जाएंगे, फ्रीडम हम लोग अचीव कर लेंगे। तो इस तरह से अलग अलग सबके लिए मीनिंग था। यहाँ एक अल्लूरी सीताराम राजू के बारे में पढ़ना है आपको। इसमें ये दिया हुआ है कि इनका मानना था कि उन्हें एक स्पेशल पावर मिला है गॉड से और वो एस्ट्रोलॉजिकल प्रेडिक्शंस कर सकते हैं और लोगों को स्वस्थ कर सकते हैं, वो बीमार लोगों को ठीक कर सकते हैं। लेकिन राजू ने हमेशा, अल्लूरी सीताराम राजू ने इन सब चीज़ों के बारे में बात किया। उसके अलावा उसने कहा कि महात्मा गांधी बहुत ही महान है, उनके बारे में अबाउट द ग्रेटनेस ऑफ महात्मा गांधी, इन सब चीज़ों के बारे में बात किया। लेकिन एक चीज़ जो मानना था उनका, अल्लूरी सीताराम राजू का, ये कि लेकिन फ्रीडम जो है हमको ट्रूथ और नॉन वायलेंस से नहीं मिलने वाला, इसके लिए हमको फोर्स अप्लाई करना होगा, ये मानना था उनका। लेकिन बाद में राजू को उन लोगों ने कैप्चर किया और 1924 में उसे मार दिया गया। बाद में देखिए थर्ड जो रह जाता है वो स्वराज प्लांटेशंस में किस तरह से क्या मीनिंग था स्वराज का। तो जो वर्कर प्लांटेशंस, टी गार्डन्स में काम कर रहे थे, प्लांटेशंस का काम कर रहे थे, वो उनको फ्रीली आने और जाने का फ्रीडम मिला हुआ नहीं था। इसलिए उनके लिए स्वराज का मतलब था अगर उन्हें आसानी से आने दिया जाए और फ्रीली आसानी से अपने विश के अनुसार वहाँ से जाने दिया जाए, घर को या और कहीं, तो उनके लिए स्वराज का ये मीनिंग होगा। इस तरह से देखते हैं कि यहाँ कि जो अलग अलग ग्रुप के लोगों के लिए स्वराज का इस क्या क्या मीनिंग था। तो इस लेक्चर में यहाँ तक ही। ओके, थैंक यू।